Sake. Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Anime Waffle. So as you will have seen from the beginning of this video, I recorded this entire segment for 25 minutes straight with ad-libbing and everything, only to discover that my audio cut off after 3 minutes. 3! You, audio, so I do apologise if you can't hear a word I'm saying. But according to Audacity, it's still recording because I'm not going to use Audition. Screw you, Adobe. In this episode, I will be introducing you to my tier maker list, okay, where I put in all the animes that I've watched so far that I think you might like to know about, and then I will be doing videos on introducing the other animes that I am watching currently now and where they fit in kind of my rating. Okay, so without further ado, let's get straight to it. I'm going to show you my kind of anime list, things that I've already watched. It's probably not everything, it's just the ones that I went down my anime list, which you guys can log on to if you wish. And I looked at the most popular anime as well as some of my watch lists and added them in. There's 83 titles in total, which obviously isn't the whole breadth of any anime kind of thing ever. There's 10 times more, but it's the 83 that I think that you guys will have heard of, may not have heard of, but it's definitely things that kind of catch my eye. Okay, so what I've got on my tier maker here, and oh my god, I hope it records. If not, I'm gonna have to do it all in Photoshop. Thank you, Adobe. Is I've got my 83 titles, and I've already put some in place already. So my kind of way of judging this is I've got plus ultra at the top. That's like the ones that I would advise anybody in their right mind to watch. I've then got Sugoi, which is, you know, it's really great, but it's not like amazing stuff that I would recommend to everybody. It's just like I really enjoyed it. Then I've got which is good, it's average, it's not like fantastic Sugoi worthy. Then I've got meh, which is, it's not terrible, but it's not good either. Then I've got back, which is just rubbish, just absolute rubbish. Then I've got like my next to watch list, so things that I'm really looking forward to watching, and I'm just checking that everything is recording. God damn it! Then I've got like series that I've dropped, ones that I've tried to watch, but for me it's just maybe in the future, but probably not. So let's consult. So what I've got in my Plus Ultra at the moment is I've got Hunter x Hunter, which I know is an anime that everyone absolutely adores. It's one of those ones where the first couple of episodes don't really give you any idea of the darkness that's coming. It's very much la-di-da, like, oh look, he's fishing, isn't he such a cute boy, he's so determined. You know, as most of these antagonists are, they're very young, they're very kind of motivated, they're very enthusiastic about their dreams and their goals, and Gon is one of those people. But obviously as it gets into it, there's other themes that are kind of coming into it, and then you've got antagonists like Hisoka, which I know, you know, fangirls gush over all the time. I don't know what it is with perverts that girls are like, yeah, that's the guy for me. But yeah, Hunter x Hunter, amazing as an anime. As a manga, just as amazing, but because it's constantly on hiatus, I think it puts a lot of people off, and I think it's at the point now where it's been its longest hiatus ever, but we're not talking about the manga, we're talking about anime. Then I've got Burn the Witch. Now that is a really recent one, but for me, Burn the Witch was something that I was like, oh, that's quite good. More so because it's only 3 episodes long. It's like a one-shot, and I don't know if we'll ever get any additional bits to that, but it was very much first episode, you know, it was very much my meh phase. The second one I was like, oh gosh, this is really good, and by the 3rd episode you're like, oh my gosh, this is absolute amazeballs in terms of the visuals, in terms of the content. It was just something that really kind of drew me in, and then to find out that that's it was just a bit like, what? But hey ho, such is life. Let's see if we can go down a bit. So we've also got Dorohedoro. I don't think I need to talk really specifically about that, but again, I've read the manga series as well, which is absolutely stunning. It's an amazing manga, written by a female mangaka as well. Yeah, There you go. But Dorohedoro is just a great story. It's got, in terms of the anime, the actual visual style didn't really draw me in at first. It's that kind of like computer generated, almost trying to make it look cartoony, but in a 3D way, kind of put me off at first. But the actual storyline itself is something really, really interesting. Vinland Saga. Oh my god, Vinland Saga. I'm a massive history buff as it is. I did history at uni and I studied the kind of Viking era, Anglo-Saxon era, and for me it was kind of that fangirl historical service, but really well written. Again, Vinland Saga is a manga that I've read, not in its entirety. I think I'm up to what would be probably the end of the next arc in the anime when they finally get round to it. And again, it's just, the narrative is so well written. It flows really, really well, and it's one of those mangas where you can't not read it, if that makes sense. It's very much, you've stopped at one chapter going, I'm gonna go to sleep now, it's 2 a.m, I need to go bed. I'll just read one more, and then that one more becomes like 18 more, and yeah, you'll be there forever. I've also got Attack on Titan. Now I've got it in Sugoi rather than Plus Ultra, because with Attack on Titan it started off really well, then there was lulls, then it got better again, then there's lulls, and season 4 I'm expecting absolute brilliance, and with it being the final season as well, which is going to be in itself heartbreaking, I think that could move between the kind of grades that I've got. We've got Assassination Classroom. The reason I've got that in Sugoi was purely because of the ending. Season 2 is ending. Now that's a long time to, I think there's like 40 odd episodes in total, and it's a lot of episodes to really put yourself through, but the ending is so satisfying that it has to be up there. Without giving too much away, I cried like an absolute baby. So if you can get through the episodes to that ending, worth it. Then we've got Jojo. Now I've only got the first arc of Jojo in there, because again, it's one of those ones, but like Attack on Titan, where it goes up and down. I didn't enjoy the first part of Jojo. It wasn't really until I hit Diamond is Unbreakable that I really enjoyed it. I think for me that the prior arcs, prior Jojos, just, it took me a really long time to get into it, like a really long time. But Diamond is Unbreakable is where I'm at the moment, and Josuke is just my favourite character ever. And I know that with everybody talking about Golden Wind, I know when I get to Golden Wind, it might move up. I don't know yet. That's the luxury of these tier makers. They can move. Who would have thought? Promised Neverland, again, it's only had one season of the anime. I have not read the manga, but season 1, just nightmarish brilliance. Okay, it's not really, again, it was one of those, it's the same with all animes. If people tell me to watch it, I'll reluctantly not do as they say. No, it's not reluctant. I'll not watch it until I'm ready to watch it myself. Like if people go, it's amazing, it's brilliant, it makes me not want to watch it. It puts me off. And Promised Neverland was one of these ones, and I thought, how can an anime about 3 children that looks like it's ripping off Peter Pan be good? And yeah, I was so wrong. It's like so wrong on so many levels. So I will tell you guys, give Promised Neverland a go. It's a lot darker than it looks. It looks very much like this happy Peter Pan, Neverland, Lost Boys type thing. Oh, no, it's really not. It's really not. So please, please, please give that a go. That time I got Reincarnated as Slime. I've got a Sugoi purely because it's just an easy anime. I could binge watch that and it was, it was fine. I really enjoyed it. I've also got One Piece in there. Again, the manga itself is an amazing series. It's one of the longest running, mangas series of all time, and you have to give Oda his dues that he is non-stop worked on that like since the dawn of time, it feels like, and it keeps on getting better and it keeps on giving. It's the gift that keeps on giving. The anime though goes up and down. I think when we hit Whole Cake Island and it started catching up to the manga, that's when the anime itself started lacking a little bit, and it was like, when is this Katakuri fight going to end? It's been on for like what feels like 27 episodes. Probably wasn't, but it definitely felt that way. And the same with Wano, that there's only a handful of episodes where you go, oh, finally, there it is, there's One Piece. With Wano, you only have to watch the episode with Batman. Like, look it up, Batman versus Zorro. I mean, what the? Okay, it was very much like, what? We also have One Punch Man. Again, really good, well animated anime, great manga. I know I keep going between the two, but great manga. Not the original drawings, you know, the kind of adapted drawings. Great action, great storyline, fantastic protagonist, and some great antagonists as well. Obviously, in my fight scene video, I talked about Garo's fight. He, as an antagonist, I think is going to be, you know, I haven't got that very far in the manga. I think he's going to be, you know, a force to be reckoned with, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that progresses. In my kind of section where it's good. It's not like amazing, but it's good. I've got Demon Slayer. I am probably gonna lose a lot of fans based on that, but for me, Demon Slayer, it's okay. It's great, and I mean, obviously, that one episode, see my fight scene video, is stunning, absolutely stunning. But I wouldn't say that Demon Slayer for me, like, was the be-all and end-all of my life. I think I've watched it, I enjoyed it, visually stunning. I mean, Tanjiro is a fantastic protagonist, but I wouldn't have said it was up in the Sugoi section just yet. But obviously, after the movie comes out, my viewpoint might change. Everything is still recording, thank the Lord. So if we move on to the next one, we've got Devilman Crybaby. Again, this is one that I took a long time to get into. If you can get past the fact it looks like it's drawn in MS Paint, it's again one of those weirdly good animes. Very adult, so if you are young, I'd say like under the age of 16, don't watch it. Like, just don't. That's a parental warning right there. Just no. Okay, it's very adult, very dark, very, you know, if you love the kind of themes of like angels and demons and the fate of the world, then it's definitely one of those types of animes, and I'm hoping in future to talk about that, why, you know, anime does have this obsession with demons. But yeah, good. We've got Dr. Stone. Again, it's an because it was an easy watch. You know, it's very educational. I enjoyed that, and I think we are gearing up to a part of the anime that'll be really quite exciting, but for the moment it was a very slow development, and I think when we cut away to the parts about Senku's dad, it kind of just pulled it back again. It was like, come on, I want to see them fight. So again, it's it was enjoyable, but it wasn't like I'm gonna, you know, gush about it, although I do have Dr. Stone right here, thank you. And next one, Dororo. The reason I've got it in rather than Sugoi is because of the ending. In the manga, totally different ending, and I think that could have worked a lot better, but the ending in Dororo in the anime was just a bit like, what? And then I've also got Tokyo Ghoul. Again, one of those ones that hit and missy. It started off really, really well, and then we had that Tokyo Ghoul where it was like what felt like a totally different story, and it was just a bit like, is this the same guy? Is this the same? A little bit hitty missy, but again, the kind of dark themes in that, some of the action in it, some of the emotion, really good. So it's in that. But yeah. So yeah, this is the first video done. I know it's kind of a bit of a background, but what I'm going to do in the next video is talk through the ones that I'm looking at currently now. Okay, because as I say, I've got a few on there that I still need to watch. And obviously I'll be able to move a few up and down as well. Like the series I've got that I've dropped are No Game No Life. Just again, it's pretty, but I was just a bit like, when's it gonna get into something? And I know that if I watched a few more episodes it probably would, but for me at the moment I'm gonna put that on one side. I think there's other things I'd rather watch. And I've also got Angel Beats on there. Did watch a good few episodes, and it has got a really good premise, but again, it was one of those ones where I was like, I just need something to happen. And I might go back to it in future, but for the moment, it's dropped. So in my next video, I will be looking at the anime that I am watching right now. So until next time, remember before you leave actually to like, comment and subscribe, and I would really appreciate some shares as well if you can do that, if you can be bothered. Share it on Twitter, go on, I dare you, share it on Facebook, on the Book of Face. That would be amazing, okay? That's how these things get spread, word of mouth. But yeah, we're going to leave it there, and I will see you guys